What's up, faders? Welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny. And as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about two dudes, booze, Japan, and the news. And actually, in this special action-packed episode, there is no booze because this is an early morning podcast for moi, and there isn't two dudes. There's actually three dudes, and it's not the three dudes who you thought. It's not Tom and Jeremy. Tom, we don't know where Tom is. He kind of disappeared. Some people, they say he's probably finding a new job. He's been spotted under bridges or in parks drinking or something. We don't know where Tom is, but we're sure Tom is fine. Tom is good. Tom is great. He's just somewhere not here. And Jeremy right now, he's sick. He doesn't have influenza or something serious. I don't know, but he's got a little tummy problem or something, but he'll be back soon. Don't worry about it, faders. But in their absence, I do have two epic faders who have been on the show before, and we are so happy and so proud to have the band, the one and only Bad Mary, back on Got Faded Japan. Michael, Amanda, welcome to Got Faded Japan again. Good to see ya.
Thank you, Johnny. Good to see you.
Yeah, Johnny, thanks for having us. We're happy to be here. We love the show, love chatting with you in general. So this is cool. Thanks.
Fantastic. It's been about like 2 years since you guys have been on the show. A lot has changed on the show, especially when we do the early morning podcast. I usually drink beer, whiskey, scotch, bourbon, tequila, shochu, something with alcohol in it. But actually, it's very early in the morning here in Tokyo, so I'm drinking a nice cup of hot coffee. Yes, that's how I'm rolling. And it's not Irish, it's Tokyo. So it's basically pure Tokyo coffee from the sweet grounds of Tokyo. Kabukicho. Yeah, it's from Kabukicho. And you guys are in New York. What time is it over there in New York? It's got to be like what, midnight?
No, it's not that late yet. It's a little after 9:30 p.m. Here in New York.
You're talking about coffee already, and it's making me crave like my morning cup now. So like I'm already looking forward to that cup tomorrow in this moment. It just sounds so lovely.
Okay, we're gonna have a short podcast so you can get to bed, and so you can time travel quickly to the morning. And that's why I see going to bed is like time travel. I'm like, I need to go 5 hours in the future. Boom, I'm awake. Here we go. Yeah, right. Oh man. So I am so thrilled for the coming up weeks. You guys, Bad Mary, the whole band, plus you guys have a couple of roadies from what I understand, are coming to Japan again. You guys are going to tour. I'm stoked. The city's stoked. The country's stoked. The world is stoked. Asia is stoked for Bad Mary. I love you guys so much, and it's going to be so great to see you guys in Japan. So tell me about the tour. I want to know all the details. Tell me everything.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are so excited. We cannot believe that we're coming back. I mean, we've wanted to since we were here the last time, and we've just been hoping and trying, and now with all planning and everything, it's 2023. We're coming back. We land, I believe, on the 5th, June 5th. I don't know what time.
We actually land.
It might be the 6th.
Yeah, we land on the 6th.
There.
Wow.
We land on the 6th, but we leave New York on the 5th.
Talk about time travel.
We leave New York on the 5th, and we land in Tokyo in the afternoon on the 6th.
Cool.
And then we are playing. We are in Tokyo from the 6th to the 16th, so we're there for 10 days.
I think we have one day off when we land first, right?
Yes,
to kind of just like
Yep.
readjust, get our head straight and maybe get some sleep in the right time zone or something like that.
But yeah, no, we're playing 6 shows in 10 days. So we're really pumped about that. Our first show is on June 8th. We're playing in Shinjuku. We're playing at a spot called Wildside.
Wildside's great. Yeah.
Wildside. And then after that, June 9th, we're going to Chiba. We're playing at Kei's Dream in Chiba.
Chiba's cool. Yeah.
Chiba. And then June 10th,
It's our first time in Chiba.
Yeah,
also.
it's the first time in Chiba.
So last time we didn't get to go out there. I don't think. Are we going to Yokohama this time?
Nope.
So last time we went to Yokohama, that was kind of I know, but I'm living through the memories, Mike.
That's okay. We got to Yokohama last time, but this time, unfortunately, we're not. On June 10th, we are playing in Tachikawa, playing at a club called Babel.
Babel's great, yeah.
Babel. And then, on June 11th, I think there's a pretty excellent show that we might have to talk about in depth.
Yeah.
In Ueno, we're playing at Jam Session, and I don't know, somebody on this show right now might have had a hand in putting that together.
I may have had a hand or two in putting that together. Yes. You guys
Two
are
hands.
two hands, 2 feet, 1 brain, 2. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, I had a lot to do with this show. Actually, I'm organizing this one, and this is one of my AMP events. And this is an epic AMP event that we're having. The lineup is unbelievable. This lineup is just incredible. We've got some Tokyo superstars performing at this event. We've got, let's see, The Sun Goes Down. We've got Distant Socialites. We've got Heavy Katana that was just on tour in South America and the United States. They came back, and they're a Japanese band. We got Viawat, and this is their last performance before they go on tour to, I think, England, the UK.
Oh, cool.
We've got
Awesome.
Fever Moon, who just released a new album, Creep Down, who's working on an album and a couple of music videos, and then we have the famous local band Riot Missile, who's fans of Bad Mary,
But yeah, we performed with them at our first show in Japan ever.
really
Back in 2019, we performed with them at a club called Denatsu, or 20,000 Volts. And they were one of the bands that we performed with that night, and we've really struck up a friendship with them.
Well, we met them at the sound check, so
Yes.
they were really like it was them and another band, Sneakin' Nuts, that we really met. Sneakin' Nuts found us walking there on the street, and we're like, "You're Bad Mary, come inside." And then when we were in there, Riot Missile was in there, and we just they're literally the first people we met, and we messaged them
and we
all the time. Me and Ruby are constantly sending emoji back and forth because we might not know all the right words to communicate, but we make it work.
They make it work. Ruby is the bass player from Riot Missile, and we became friends with them, and I'm really pumped that they're here, and really pumped for all those bands. I mean,
that sounds like such a great night.
I remember the last event we played at, Johnny, that you had run last time we were in Japan, because obviously, for those of you who are not acquainted, this is our second tour of Japan. We first toured Japan in 2019. Johnny, you had another event that you had run, and it was one of the coolest nights I think ever. It was an all-day thing, great music the entire time, great band. So the show at Jam Session on the 11th is like, to me, it's like it's like
that sounds
the thing
like
we're running
a festival
towards.
day.
It really feels like a big festival day. We're so pumped for that. The AMP event, it's gonna be terrific. And then we have a couple of days off. And then we're playing June 14th. We're playing at Shinjuku at a place called Samurai. And then on the 5th, Shinjuku Samurai. Yeah. And then our last show is on June 15th, the night before we leave, in Shimokitazawa. We're playing at a club called Daisy Bar. So we've got a very tightly packed little tour going on over there in the Tokyo area. And we couldn't be happier.
I'm already too excited to sleep. It's a problem.
It's a huge issue.
No coffee for you.
As people who really love Japan and have been dying to get back for the past 4 years now. Our original plan was to come back right away in 2020. Obviously, there's a few things that might have affected that over the years.
Just a couple.
But over the years, and we've been just itching to get back, and it's been tough that it's been so long, and now it's just kind of crept up on us out of nowhere, and now it's like, oh, we got 3 days to pack and get out of the house. So we're pumped, man. We're so pumped. And Johnny, it's great to talk to you here. I just thank you so much for everything.
Stop it, you guys, come on. I'm just Johnny, but you know what? I mean, it hasn't been that long since the last time we talked. I mean, I was stranded in New York with my wife about a year ago? It was last June.
Yeah, I think it was almost exactly a year ago. Yeah. I know it was unfortunate that you were stranded, but we were very happy to have been able to get to see you. We were like, oh my God, he's in New York. We got to see him.
And we hung out. That
was fun. That was a great night.
We hung out in Brooklyn. It was a great time. It was really good to see you. So it's always good. It's very rare that you get to see your friends from Japan elsewhere.
I got to reverse it, because I know what I miss about Japan a lot is the food and the snacks. I'm very excited to come back and just go to 7-Eleven and all the food that I missed. So when you were in New York, what was the thing that you had that you're like, oh my God, I missed this? I'm excited for hard-boiled eggs. That's a very strange thing to maybe be excited about, but I'm very excited about hard-boiled eggs.
Okay, all right. I know what kind of hard-boiled eggs you're talking about, and you're talking to a guy that fucks up a hard-boiled egg left, right, and center. And I realized, oh my God, I just got on this egg kick recently, and I was making my eggs in a frying pan, and I was always messing them up. And because I haven't made hard-boiled eggs in like 20 years, and I realized that when you make a hard-boiled egg, you got to have a pot and you got to have it completely submerged. I just figured the whole thing would, yeah. So yeah, recently I have been having a lot of bad hard-boiled eggs. A very interesting experience to talk about that. But yes, hard-boiled eggs in Japan are very different than America, especially when Johnny makes them. And going back to your question, let's see here. One of the things that I mean, when it comes to the United States, a couple of things that I do miss is, of course, I do miss our traditional American cuisine. I miss like big pints of Sierra Nevada. It's one of my favorite beers. I really do enjoy American, especially New York pizza. It's really second to none. I mean, the rest of the world tries to mimic it, and some places do a pretty good job, but it's just not New York pizza. And New York people also. I just love the people in New York. Just talking to people at bars and restaurants and cafes. I'm a talkative person, if you didn't know. So just walking around and talking to people and meeting people is always great. I love it. It's part of the culture. And yeah, the galleries in New York are really cool too. I really had a lot of fun in the Chelsea area and checking that out and stuff. That was really great. You can go to galleries all over the world, but in New York, they're really cool as well. So, but yeah, and seeing you guys and hanging out with you guys, I mean, that's probably the biggest thing I missed. Let's be honest.
Oh,
So
well,
yeah.
it's always fun to reconnect with friends, but it was a treat. It was a treat to have you in New York. And but yeah, man, it's coming up close. We're gonna hang out again very soon.
I feel like I also just like there's still stuff in my suitcase because we just landed from more of a family trip from Nashville on Monday.
Oh wow.
So we were there. Yeah, it was our first time there also in the Music City. There's a family wedding, so it was nice, but just walking around like Broadway and just being surrounded by music was also like, that's a city I've never been to, and they do it like nobody else does.
Very cool.
But we like flew in. I still have half my suitcase packed from that like I need to unpack and then completely repack. So I'm not ready, but I will be when we get on the plane. That's what I keep telling myself. I'm like, no, you're gonna step on it ready. Like no matter what, you are getting on that plane.
before we take that 14-hour flight over to Tokyo, usually the night before we leave, we refuse to sleep.
Yeah.
So we spend that time making sure quintuple checking that we've brought everything that we need, and then
passports.
I never leave the house without it because of that. Like I just don't have to think about it because it's always on my person.
Yeah, I know. That's like the most important thing.
I've heard so many stories of people going on tour and freaking out and bringing everything, extra strings, extra picks, everything. And then they get to the airport, they're like, passport.
You need your passport.
I forgot my passport, so yeah, please make sure that's the first thing. Right now with the exchange rate, with the dollar compared to the yen, everything is like 40% cheaper for you guys. So if you do forget your guitar strings, picks, pants, whatever, you can pick it up here for a discount. So don't worry.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, if we could get, maybe I'll do that.
That's what I'm telling myself. I'm like, if you forget it, it wasn't that important. You can get it there, but the passport, you're 100% right.
We will do multiple passport checks in the car on the way there.
I will text my dad 100 times before we get him. Are we picking him up?
Yeah, I think we're picking him up.
Yeah, so I will check. Yep.
Awesome. Good to hear it. Yes, that's fantastic. So the passports and
wise man, Johnny.
Wise men say passport first, but it's true. But the thing is, another thing is like, Mike, you and I, we share in the kind of, I don't know how to phrase this so it doesn't offend anybody, but the we have a love of the culture of otaku, and I know you're a gamer. You love classic games plus modern games, and you're coming to the epicenter of otakuism, if we can still say that word. I'm not sure, but yes. Are you going to spend your time in Akihabara, indulging and investing in awesomeness?
So. Just a couple of things here too. I got
goosebumps already. Here we go.
I'm itchy.
So just a couple things.
So just a couple of things. I always make a point to get to Akihabara every time I'm in Tokyo. It's like my must go to place. I'm probably going to try to force our group to go the first day we have off,
I don't
which
think he's
is
gonna
that
have
first
to push us
day.
that hard.
That first day when we get there, I'm gonna have to go. And whether it's going to the arcade, I know the big Sega arcade shut down, but I saw that Bandai Namco bought it, so that the big arcade there's still there. The otaku stores and the arcades and the game stores. I always make a trip to go to Super Potato and some of the other stores that are in that area, and buying a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm also kind of on a side mission while I'm in Tokyo, because I work with a group here in New York called Long Island Retro Gaming. I'm from Long Island, New York, and Long Island Retro Gaming, we actually do our own like expo and convention every year.
Very cool.
And I'm on the management team for that. So I've got some orders to find some devices while I'm over here, because like you said, the exchange rate's really good. And if I'm bringing in my suitcase, they don't have to pay shipping. So there's a couple items. I definitely want to buy some stuff for myself. I actually have a bunch of import stuff. So I want to get some import. I have import consoles, so I'm going to get some games and maybe some other things and some toys and some nonsense. But also, as the band, we're putting together two kind of like gift boxes for some fans that subscribe to us. We actually just picked out the winners
right before we went live with you. That's what we were doing. We did a giveaway for all of our Twitch subscribers and our Patreon subscribers at $5 each. So it was just a random drawing. There are two winners, so we don't know exactly what's going in these gift boxes yet. Last time we were there, we kind of like picked it as we were shopping around, and just anything that stuck out. I promised candy, so I need to put some kind of candy, some kind of Kit Kat. But other than that, I'm just keeping my eyes open for some cool stuff.
Yeah. And we all in the band, each member of the band like picks a few items to put in this thing. So so what we're gonna do is, like last time we did it, we went to Akihabara and we bought a bunch of stuff. I bought a bunch of stuff. So there's definitely going to be video game and anime related stuff that I put in the thing to represent like what I like. So so not only not only am I going for myself, but I'm also going because there's some other, Bad Mary and other kind of quote unquote work related things to do. So yeah, I have to go to Akihabara. It's like the first place I want to go when I get to Japan. And the problem is the band can lose me like they'll lose me for the day if I'm not like pulled out of the arcade.
We need some key points to look for you. I was gonna ask if you have like a specific game that you're looking for in the arcades that you want to play, or if there's areas where like, hey, we did lose Mike, like what's the most likely place that we would find you, so that like we can find you. Give me some clues in advance, so I'm like, all right, I know where I'm going.
Street Fighter. Just find the Street Fighter machines. I'll be there.
Got it.
It's 100% true.
So if you're out of our presence for more than 30 minutes, you have to go to the Street Fighter machine. That's the deal. Like if we are in the arcade and you realize like, oh, I've lost them for a half an hour, go to Street Fighter. We'll find you there.
Go to Street Fighter. Go to the fighting game section. That's where I'll be. Street Fighter 6 legit comes out tomorrow. I'm going to play it for like 2 days before we leave. That's where you'll find me. Or if there's like, with like the Nintendo Switch stuff.
If you lose me, I'm at Taiko Drum Master.
Yes, Amanda's at the Taiko the drum game.
If you lose me or my dad, we're both at Taiko Drum Master.
Bill,
he's much better than me.
But we got to get Bill some. Yeah, we got to let Bill use his own sticks on that. I've seen people in the arcades play with their own drumsticks. It's crazy.
It's really cool.
It's wild. They're like, they bring their own stick.
I'm standing there like trying to hit it with like the one slow beat, and there's someone next to me like.
No. When it comes to arcades in Japan, like just play for fun, don't compete, because the thing is, there's people light years. There's people that have had oceans of time invested in these games, especially the dancing ones.
Forget
it.
Oh my God. My wife and I, it was my wife. My wife and I, we went to Akihabara, was it last September? And it was like towards her birthday. We're just doing some shopping or whatever. And we decided to like go to an arcade just to check it out. My wife, she's kind of a gamer too. And so we went there. We went to this one floor. It was all like dancing machines. And there's like this one guy, he looked beyond out of shape. This guy, he looked like, he grew up on McDonald's. He eats it 5 times a day, more than Warren Buffett. It's crazy. And this guy he looked insanely out of shape. This guy was dancing like Flashdance on crack. This guy was going nuts. He was doing flips. he's going, he was so, for being such a huge, big guy, he was going like down on one foot and like, just like, it was crazy. The moves were like beyond breakdancing. This guy was incredible. So my point is, you never know who is the ninja master when you go in those places. So don't compete because you're like, this guy, I can outdance him, or I can play the drums better than him. Probably not, because that guy, he was born in that arcade and he will probably whip your tail.
Yeah, I don't need to get embarrassed on any machine, but it's one of those things where I love Japanese arcade machines. I want to import one so incredibly badly. One of the Astro City cabinets, I really want one. One of the candy cabinets, I've wanted one for a long time. It's getting closer and closer to me just going like, all right, how can I get one over here?
We put it like right over there.
Oh, well then, yeah, we'll talk.
I can probably take care of that.
Well, let's talk.
Actually, I shouldn't say that in air. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I've been drinking coffee all morning. I'm out of my element.
You wacky guy.
But yeah, no, we're so excited to get back. It's like it's starting to sink in. Like,
oh my God, I know.
There was always so much, leading up to the tour. We recorded 6 new songs. We put out 3 new videos. We put out
there's more
a holiday EP last year, two EPs of covers. And then on the 16th of May of 2023, we put out our latest EP. So we've been running head first into like everything we're doing and all the marketing and promo that go into a new EP, radio play, now the tour. Now when we come back, there's going to be another video. As soon as we get home, we're going to release another video. Wow. And then after that, we have a new EP album coming out at the end of the year. So we're going to have to record that. We have the Bad Mary train doesn't stop.
Full steam ahead.
But Tokyo is going to be like, it's like the coolest working vacation we could expect, So it's going to be just,
Even when you and I like go on vacation, like Mike and I always have to like go on some kind of adventure. Like we'll sit and chill for a little bit, but we're not very like we need to kind of be going out and doing something or exploring something or like just running around. So for us, like this is honestly like perfect because it's seeing somewhere we love, doing the thing that we love with the people that we love, and we have a couple days off in between to like go and explore and just really be somewhere completely different. It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, it's amazing. And we hope one day, we want to keep coming back to Japan as frequently as we can, and we hope one day that we could come to Japan, play all of our shows, and then like have a few weeks where we just get to chill and see all the dreams too. That's the real dream.
That's the dream.
But we'll see if we get there. Maybe we will. And this is a quick tour. It's in and out, but it's one of those things where the folks in Tokyo have been so incredible to us, and we've stayed in contact with so many people like yourself through the internet over the years, and we have grown our like our social media base with people in Japan and in Tokyo, and it's just gonna be so good to see them. It's gonna be like it feels like a dream's come to fruition, right? It's like one of those things where it's like we waited so long and we're so happy to get back. So
cool.
Thank you for help facilitating that. And we also have to shout out to Interidoru management in April, who really has also played a great hand in helping us book this tour.
We love April.
Yeah, she helped us book this tour and thanks, April. And she also introduced us to you, Johnny. So, all good in my book.
Oh yeah, she's a very special person. She's done a lot of incredible magic here in Japan and continues to do so. And she's just brought so many people together and spread so much joy regarding music and friendship. So yeah, she's pretty incredible. So yeah, thank you, April. We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Speaking of things that you guys have been doing regarding the internet and stuff, I remember like during the pandemic, you guys did a music video, like an international music video with a Japan band. I think it was like, what was it, Punk Ass Summer?
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
my God. Yeah.
Yes.
That was so much fun. That I feel like was like at the height of everyone is really stuck in the house, you
Yeah.
know, and like we couldn't play live, we couldn't get together as a full band.
Mhm.
And to kind of like what Mike was saying, you know, keeping in contact with people online and really seeing how this was a global shared experience. It was really fun to come together with them and like record our parts. We recorded our parts individually, but we all like when it was put together, it was just very cool to see. It felt like we were all in the same room a little bit, and it was very cool to see what could be done from so many different places collectively. That was fun.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
That's a
awesome.
great song too. I love that original song. That was fun to cover.
Yeah, was it Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears? That was it, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
wants to
right.
rule
Yeah.
them. It was so cool. And you know, the folks in Punk Ass Summer were just great. It was so cool. It was such a cool thing. And like when we posted that on the internet, on YouTube and obviously the subsequent social media sites, it would, like Amanda was saying, like we kind of recorded that at like the height of the lockdown. I feel like that was like the summer of 2020, where like it was like nice out, but we couldn't do anything, and we were all stuck inside, and there was a ton of you know, just anxiety constantly. And we put that out, and so many people were like, oh, I didn't realize I needed this. This was like something that
Yeah.
the world needs to see right now. And it was just a bunch of goofy people playing a great 80s tune and getting together via the internet and like making it work, you know? And it was so cool. And you know, those folks are awesome, and just really happy for them kind of facilitating. And there was even like a manga artist who like drew like the song cover for it and all that stuff. So it was really cool. Really, really cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
You
man.
guys do a lot of stuff online. You guys do you guys live stream like what, every week, every day? How often do you guys live stream?
At least once a week, every Tuesday. Sometimes we were doing Sunday streams if we were working on new music or getting together to like just rehearse and work on sets and stuff. We're like, oh, well, we're together playing. We might as well go. So always on Tuesdays. Sometimes we'll pop in randomly.
Cool. Very cool.
That's Wednesday morning for you folks.
Yeah, Wednesday morning for Japan.
And that's on Twitch. Is it on
Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, kind of on Instagram, and also on Patreon. So
if you're not into social media or stuff, but you're on Patreon, because I know a lot of people are on that to support their favorite artists and whatnot. The stream is also available on Patreon. So if you're not a social media person, but you're on that, you can also find the live stream there.
Yeah, you can just go anywhere and get it. It's on Facebook too if you have that, or YouTube's usually like for the folks that like aren't like super into social media. YouTube's usually the easiest for them to get on and watch it. But we definitely have friends of ours from Japan and folks that we've met through the internet in Japan who actually tune in. I guess it's like while they're kind of like beginning their work day, maybe
getting ready for
work. So
Bad
maybe
Mary's
that's it.
coffee.
That's right.
Coffee time with Bad Mary.
Yeah, so it's so cool that we get to connect with those people, and the live streams have been so much fun, and they allow us to like kind of perform like a live show. So like for the last like 3 or 4 weeks, we've actually been working on our set for our tour.
Cool.
In Japan. So timing it out, making sure it's we're hitting what we need to hit.
And in the chat too, what I love about kind of playing in front of the live streaming audience is we'll ask them like, okay, does that song work in the set there? Like, what do you guys think? Which songs should we add that like we didn't think to add? So it is really fun to kind of talk with that group and be like, okay, we were going to put this here, but or like, okay, well, do we play cover? Do we not? And like really getting that feedback from the group. It's fun. We started streaming in general, like years ago. We just hung up an iPhone from the ceiling and just pushed like go on Facebook and like didn't have it plugged into the board or anything. We were just like,
how I do it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It works.
These songs are pretty good.
But with like a whole band audio mix is very different. Like if you just are using your voice, like it's perfect for that. The camera's awesome. You don't have to put too much of a mix, but it was just getting the rough sound from the room, you know, so we could mix it in the room, but then it's going through this little iPhone, like, you know, speaker. So we did that for like maybe a year or so, just to kind of, like Mike was saying, like really practice the set and kind of have to have an audience because it gives you a different energy when you're working through stuff. So when the pandemic really started, we'd been streaming for a handful of years already. And by that point, we had it set up in David's studio in his house where he had the mix now running through like a soundboard that was then plugged in. So it took years, but every single time we did it, we learned like, okay, that didn't work this time, but let's try this. Okay, well, oh, I saw some guy on that YouTube channel uses this equipment. So let's maybe try. So when lockdown really like started, it was me and Mike doing acoustic stuff at home here, but we had a foundation of that kind of routine already going. So it really kept us going through the pandemic when we couldn't get together. And then once we could get back together as the full band, we were just so excited to get together as a group because live shows then weren't happening. So the first step from splitting up entirely and figuring out like, okay, the world's different now. How do we still make this keep going? Okay, Mike and I are going to kind of push forward with those streams. And then my dad and David would like hop in on the chats and do what they could, you know, from where they were. Yeah. My dad was getting real itchy not being able to play drums with everybody. He would message us all the time like, I'm just chomping at the bit. I got to play with the band. So when we could get,
pretty much
like on the drums. So when we got back together, that first full just stream felt like a live show. Like we were all like fully masked and stuff still. So I was singing with my mask on into the microphone, and then like
you sounded like Kenny probably.
A little bit,
a little muffled,
a little feedback, and like people would laugh at it and be like, but it was just, we were just so happy to be in the same room. And now that things are open again and whatnot, we've really found that there are people from Japan that tune in. There are people from Brazil that tune in. We had somebody from Argentina in there last night. We have people from Texas that we're playing a show in New York in September that are meeting up with people from another state and driving to that show together because they met in our chat. So it's
very cool.
Very cool to see what that community has done because of streaming online. And we do it every week now. And it's kind of like, we consider it a live show because it's become its own thing. But that Twitch is the most fun place to watch it because there's all the bells and whistles and buttons you can push, and you can throw emotes on the screen. And like we have channel points where you can like shatter our screen and make it burst. There's lasers, you could put lava on us. So like there's a lot of fun things that you can only do specifically in Twitch, but you can watch on a bunch of the platforms.
Yeah, pretty much every platform, social media wise, and it just makes it more fun. And we hope people join us. That's twitch.tv/badmaryband.
Twitch.tv/badmaryband.
But Johnny, I didn't realize behind you, I was just looking at the art behind you. I didn't realize you got New York behind you.
Oh, yes. These are two of my paintings. Oh, now it's my turn.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like derail it, but like, dude, I love it.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys know I'm an artist?
What?
Yeah, it's my day job. Yeah, this is my night job. I'm like Batman. During the day, I'm like, an artist, businessman. Nighttime, I party. I'm Batman. But yeah, over here, I've got two paintings. I've got the East meets West on my left shoulder, which probably for your monitor is my right shoulder. I'm not sure how that works. I've got Tokyo.
Yeah.
Over here on my right shoulder, your left shoulder, I have New York City. And they're black light paintings, but and I got a black light on them, but if I take the black light off, they still look good. Absolutely magnificent. I'm not sure my light, it's morning time and we're in the middle of a typhoon, so the lighting is terrible here, but yeah, so that's it. New York.
They look great.
They look really great.
You guys live over here.
I think so. Yeah, I think we're in that corner maybe.
That corner over here, yeah. And let's see, there's a Statue of Liberty. We've got I don't even know the name of this building. This is
Freedom Tower. That's the Freedom Tower.
Yes, everything's free there. And then over here we've got Tokyo, and let's see here. My studio is probably there's Shinjuku, there's Shibuya, Skytree. I'm probably right around here.
Very cool.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool. Here's Odaiba. So yeah, and these paintings are available on my website for $9.99. Just I have no idea how much I priced them for. I don't know. I don't want to say. Yeah, if you buy it for $9.99, 999 yen. I mean dollars. I don't know. The exchange rate's crazy. Please pay in dollars.
Yeah, pay in dollars.
paying dollars. Speaking of merch, I wanted to ask you guys about merch. Like, you guys are very similar to the Ramones on many different levels. And one level is your quality and your amount of merchandise that you guys bring when you perform. Like the last time you guys came, you had stickers, you had patches, you had t-shirts and stuff. And the Ramones are like the same thing. And like the quality is like super high. I still have my Bad Mary shirt, of course. And yeah, it still looks brand new, even though I've worn it like a million times. I wore it in New York when I met you guys, remember?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'm a super fan.
That's
And
why I
so-
made you take a picture with me. I was like, I can't let you leave this place without a selfie, because that's how I remember everything.
I want to, and then, oh, please, go for it.
Well, you're talking about merch. We actually, on our live stream on Tuesday night, we actually, as a band, packed what we're bringing in terms of merch. So we are bringing shirts and all the same stuff, but we definitely have new shirts.
We have a new design.
We have two new shirts we're bringing with us. We actually have a Bad Mary New York t-shirt.
Cool. I want it.
Okay.
We got it.
You just send me your size and we'll make that happen.
I've lost a lot of weight. I might be a baby at this point.
No, that's fine. If we can make a baby shirt, and then we also have a shirt that goes with our new EP, which is called Trash and Glamour, and that's got a raccoon on it. So
Trash Can Travis.
Yeah, the name of the raccoon is Trash Can Travis, and the shirt says Bad Mary Trash and Glamour, and it's got this like raccoon image that David was able to like draw and put together. Yeah, we're bringing that too. So for those of you who want to get a new Bad Mary shirt while we're in town, come to our shows.
We definitely have stickers also.
Yes.
We looked at our inventory of stickers on Tuesday. We have plenty of stickers for everyone. So I will be throwing them from the stage. I will be handing them out. If you want a sticker, just come find me. I will give you a sticker. I have stickers for you.
Yes, we have stickers.
Stickers for everybody.
CDs, we have everything.
Stickers galore.
So, stickers everywhere. And Amanda will throw them. They will be thrown.
I think we're bringing patches and stuff.
Yeah,
too, right?
patches, pins, all that jazz. So
everybody loves patches. Patches are big now. Patches are the new thing.
Big.
Patches are the new sticker. Yeah, people.
Well,
I saw this one kid. Actually, this is on a side note. 80s. This is so weird for me, but like 80s, late 80s style, like rocker style. I'm seeing it pick up a little bit here. Actually, late 80s, early 90s style is kind of rolling here in Japan. I've been seeing kids dressed like 1990s ravers. Wow. I saw kids like these huge pants that look like Jenko pants. Remember those?
Yeah.
In New York, you guys had the Liquid Sky pants. And so like it was like those huge fat robot pants. I've been seeing that a little bit here. I'm just like, holy shit, with like the big, what are those long shirts with like the stripes with the collar or whatever? I totally forget. I forget the name. It's been too long.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. Awesome. I remember those days.
The 90s and like early 2000s, I feel like are slightly back here. So I feel like the 80s are also thrown into that mix. And it seems a little bit like, and I kind of love it, but there's a little everything goes. And there's like that's a 90s outfit, but there's some like 80s flair to it. And it's like, okay, well, that's an 80s outfit, but you've got early 2000s hair. So it's this like style mashup that's happening over here. And like,
it's freaking me out, man.
It's all the kids are watching Seinfeld and stuff. So I don't know where they're getting their style from. Like that's really popular right now with like the teenagers in America.
It's like what we call Gen Z. They're like really into like all this like 90s culture.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah. It's
Smashing Pumpkin. Dude, I'm back in style. Johnny's back.
See, that's the thing. If you like something, everyone's watching.
You caught it.
Everyone's watching Full House.
Yeah.
Fuller House. Oh my God.
Going back to the patches, I saw this one dude. He had an acid wash jean jacket that was covered with patches, like Bones Brigade, like the skateboard patches, and all sorts of other patches all over his denim jacket. And I looked at it and I thought, God damn, that is straight from like the late 80s. And that looks so incredibly awesome. Oh my God. Jean jackets. Yeah. This last spring and fall. Yeah. They came back for a while and that was awesome. I love my jean jacket.
That's kind of cool. Maybe I'll pack mine.
You should pack all your jackets.
Warm. It might be a little warm. It's starting to get a little humid here.
Yeah.
Mike
yeah.
is like will wear a jacket in the summer though. Like I don't know. He has a superpower where it's like, okay, no, jacket's on, it's not coming off. And like I do envy this. Every jacket you've put on looks good on you.
Yeah, I
don't know how
wear
you
a
do it.
jacket.
Like mine. Also, like I've given you look good in every jacket I've ever seen you wear.
It's a
Pull it
thing.
off.
It's my stupid human trick is that I can just, for some reason, I just can wear jackets fairly well. So I'll probably perform in some jackets. I'll make sure to bring some jackets and vest and denim vests and jackets and stuff.
Denim's the way to go.
The denim.
Well, the one thing about the jacket is for a guy, it's got pockets, you know?
Got pockets.
So you got pockets. You buy some stuff, you put it in the pockets, you know? Where's your
know.
wallet's in the pocket, you know? So it's a good way to like, you know, especially when you're traveling to like move around and stuff, you know, and keep things together, you know? Where's my passport? It's in my pocket. So yeah, you're good to go.
Boom. Boom. You don't have to worry about your passport, but you can't worry. You can't have to have it.
You have to have it.
Mm.
I have a hairstyle question because it's becoming much more popular in the States again. And I feel like it is maybe more of an 80s thing, but it might not be decade specific. But are there any mullets that have been popping up in Japan at all? Because I have been noticing a definite upturn.
Oh yeah, the Camaro mullet's making a comeback here in the States.
Business in the front, party in the back. I
That's
have not
right.
been seeing anybody with a mullet here. You know, I mean, not in the circles that I roll around in. I don't know. I haven't seen any mullets. When it comes to haircuts here, I don't know. No, I haven't seen mullets. No.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
no
be on the
mullets.
lookout. I'm gonna be on the lookout.
My hair is considerably longer though than the last tour, so hopefully that plays into the 80s, 90s rock and roll vibe.
Yeah.
So let's hope.
Speaking of the 90s and mullets, do you remember that one website that came on the late 90s called Mullets Galore?
Yes.
Yes. I wonder if that's still there. No, I don't want to mess up my stream.
Nah.
But yeah, Mullets Galore.
Look it up after the show.
No, gosh, I'm itching. All right. Well, speaking after the show, guys, thank you so much for being on the show. Oh my God. Is there anything else you guys want to plug? Is there anything you need to say?
The new EP is out. It's streamable everywhere.
Yes.
It's called Trash and Glamour.
Yes.
You can get it everywhere. It's 6 new Bad Mary songs.
Cool.
And then, yeah, man, we're in Japan in a week. I think our show at Jam Session in Ueno, for the show that you set up, Johnny, or worked at organizing. It's in 10 days.
It's in 10
days. 10 days New York time, I guess 9 days Japan time.
Oh my God.
We're getting there.
So excited.
We're getting there soon. It's going to be really, really excited. We're really excited. And I do want to say I love all the stuff Got Faded Japan has been posting on the internet, all the wacky, weird, fun stuff that you guys see all over the place. It's
what we
best.
do.
I love you guys.
It's what we do. It's what we
so
specialize in, the underground.
Yeah, no,
we're the source of Japan's underground. So for all you faders that are tuning into this for the first time, go to our YouTube page. If you're listening to us on some kind of like a media, we're all over the podcast world. But we got a new YouTube page. We had an old one. It got blown out of the water for copyrights or whatever. So we're rebuilding it. I think we have 400, almost 500 subscribers. We want 500,000 in the next 6 months. So subscribe. It costs you nothing.
It's free to subscribe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, speaking of YouTube, also, I have to shout this out because David's been working on this project and it's not complete yet, but we're working to have it completed. We did just release the new EP, so there's 6 brand new original songs.
Nice.
We do have a handful of videos already out. So they're on our YouTube channel. There was a new one that just dropped last week. We have, I think, like 18 or 20 original videos.
Too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all David. We're very lucky to have him. He learned how to animate and like uses that all the time. It just has a lot of cool stuff that he surprises us with, honestly. And it's really, really fun to be a part of the visual aspect of the band.
I love that guy. He's so smart.
He's awesome. But what he's doing, what he's determined to do, or what he said he's wanted to do, I'm really excited about it, is by, I don't know when, we haven't had a timeline on it, but there will be a full video for each song on the EP. So later this summer, if you go to our YouTube channel, if you like the songs, go to our YouTube channel, there will be a video EP to go along with it. So each song is going to have its own video.
Yeah.
Awesome. And can you guys do me a big favor and just send me a list of everything Like, and I'm just gonna put
Yeah.
it in the show notes. So faders, just go south. Just go south, and you're gonna find a list of everything, all organized very you better organize it because I'm really bad at organizing. My taxes are so messed up. Yeah,
Johnny, I'll send you a nice organized list tomorrow morning, and you'll be able to roll with it. Sure, if you want it, I can spreadsheet it. Don't worry.
Man, it's awesome. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys soon. It's gonna be so awesome to hang out with you guys. So great to see you guys on stage. I'm looking forward to my new shirt. It's gonna be amazing. Faders, you know what to do. Definitely check out everything and anything Bad Mary. These guys are incredible. They're great people, wonderful people, and they're even better musicians, if you can believe that. It's amazing. I'm so happy to see you guys, and I actually can't wait to see what you guys are gonna buy. So, like, if I want to check out your Twitch when you return to New York, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, you got that? Oh, awesome! You went to Parco and you bought that? Oh my God, you know. So it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be really, really cool. And my wife's gonna be at that show too. So
nice.
Yeah, she wants to see you guys again too. So that's gonna be awesome.
Very
Faders,
cool.
thank you so much. And Bad Mary, you guys, I mean, Amanda, Mike, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for being here. And Faders, you know what to do. Support the show, support them, support the world. It's all good. Peace. I'm done.
Thanks, Johnny. Thank you so much. And folks out there listening, you can find us at Bad Mary Band pretty much everywhere on social media. So we're going to be sharing everything or a bunch of stuff we do while we're in Japan as well. So keep an eye out.
Peace. Whoa. Look at all this. Hey, what's up? I'm Johnny, aka the SPILT, the one and only, and today I'm going to make a popsicle painting. I'm really excited to do this. I've got all my paints here. It takes about this much paint to make a popsicle painting, and I've got my two other most important ingredients. Very strong hot coffee. Oh, actually, that's not that hot, but still, it's strong coffee. And I've got punk rock music. With these two things, nothing could go wrong. All right, with that said, let's rock.